Hi everyone, StariAri, and this is day 4 of my liquid diet. So, I had a lot of activity last night, so I didn't get some well needed rest. And I kept waking up every hour to voices of some guides and then to voices of some beings that were just asking for some assistance. So, I kind of had to make sure that my medicine wheel was placed properly and understand having them go away like, hey, I'll take care of you guys later. But for my guides, they just kept bothering me. And so I was just like, come on, guys, man. I need some sleep. Just let me sleep. So finally, I was able to see that around 5 in the morning, I finally got some sleep. So we have this kind of like an alarm clock projector thingy that projects the time onto our ceiling, so we don't have to move around and look at what time it is. We just open our eyes and it's up there. It's pretty cool. So that's what I was doing. Like, I kept getting bothered every hour. I kept waking up every hour, and then finally at 5 o'clock, that's when I didn't wake up until I would say 9 a.m. Anyway, so that being said, the information and downloads that I was receiving has a lot to do with my healing work that I was doing for myself, inner child work, and insights on dreams regarding my past when it comes to my childhood. So let me tell you guys about these dreams that I got finally after 5 o'clock. So it was me as a kid and observing myself playing with other kids, and how I used to kind of detach myself sometimes, like slow myself down, because I could read energy, but I didn't know that that's what I was doing. So when I knew one of the kids was having something going on with their energy, I would stay away from them. It was not because I was being mean or they're being mean, but it was just their energy was off, and I just didn't want to be around them. And I don't know, it was just this weird thing about their energy, and I was just like, oh, I don't know why I don't want to talk to them today, and I was observing me as trying to understand why I didn't want to hang out with them, and I would avoid them, and I would go with other kids, or even be by myself. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I was being very I just didn't understand. I was just being very hermit. I was kind of doing a hermit thing. And and not a lot of kids understand that. So a lot of kids always go, bother you when you want to be by yourself. They don't understand that you just want to be by yourself. And so I was remembering how when I would just go off on my own to play at the monkey bars, or swing by myself, or even grab a basketball and start just bouncing it by myself, that all these other kids would be like, what are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? I'll be like, nothing. I'm just gonna play over here. How come you're not playing with us? I just don't want to right now. I was just like, give me a break. Oh my God. So I was seeing this about myself, and then I realized, oh my God, it's because I was reading or sensing energy that I didn't understand. And so that being the motive of why I was always separating myself, then I understood a little bit better, is to look back at trying to figure out, where was that coming from? Where's this energy coming from? Why was I picking it up? And was it something that I was trying to protect myself from, or was it something that was just not, I was just not understanding? And so when I look back at it and I see like the trend and the transitions and the movements of energy in the people that I was friends with, and how sometimes I just didn't want to be around them, I remembered, like, when we were in high school, understanding them better through asking them questions about their life, where, oh, they were always having a hard time with their family, or maybe a parent was having a hard time, and that kind of like radiated or became attached to them, and or they're trying to filter it out and they can't because they're children. And so when you think about it with kids, they are pure energy and they're connected with source energy all the time. And so when you have a parent that is raising a child and the parent is not okay, I mean, they might have issues, they might have stress issues, they might have drug issues, they might have alcoholism, they might have emotional issues, they might just have a bad day at work, or stuff like that, or maybe their relationship isn't good. The kid filters that information because they are beacons of light and they are healers. So they start removing it without even knowing that they're doing it. And so it kind of gets attached to them because they don't know how to remove it. So when I was thinking about that and thinking about the downloads that I was receiving, and getting information about working with children, because that's what I did after I got out of the military, is I worked with children, and I knew how to help them filter out, the negative, dense energy of their parents or their family members, through grounding them outside, through helping them with breathing techniques, through helping them through even talking with them, having them just say how they feel, or draw what they feel and stuff like that. I started to get more downloads on being more helpful in a spiritual sense to children. And so that I've always wanted to do, because I just knew how to do it naturally. I just knew what the child wanted or what they needed whenever they were stressed out at school or having a bad day. I just knew what to do. And so that's something that I'm gonna start offering, is working with children, because it just makes it better for all of us to understand the importance of helping children know their potential for being healers, as well as being little light emanators, and so it just builds their character, it builds their understanding of themselves, as well as their connections to each other, to the family, to everything around them. And so they don't feel lost, or they don't feel like they don't know what's going on. And so that's one of the biggest dreams and insights that I've had this far with this fast. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and add that type of service to my website, because I already have mentorships, and it's usually for adults only, but I don't have one like a family mentorship type of option. So I'm gonna do that, so that if you have a child, or you and your child want to work together on your relationships with one another through meditation techniques, through healing methods, understanding each other better, past life stuff, stuff like that, then that'll be provided in that service. And this is really exciting because I fucking love. I've always loved learning and growing and understanding kids and helping them understand the world and understand that it is a beautiful place. And it's not what you see in the video games and not what you see on TV. It's just people like to highlight the negative, and they don't highlight anything beautiful or anything positive about life. So that's what I want to help them with, is to balance the positive with the negative understanding that yes, that does exist, but guess what? We can turn that around through the way that we think about it and through the way that we act regarding it. So that's what I have for today. Of course, I lost another pound. I wasn't too hungry today. I kind of like waited a little bit longer than usual to drink my first shake and then my second shake too, until I finally felt like my body was like, okay, now you need to feed me. And that's when I was like, okay, I'll feed you. So I had my other shake recently, and so I'm gonna wait until my body again dictates. So what it is understanding and connection to your physical body. That's why this cleanse is so important, is because we tend not to connect with our physical body's needs. We tend to ignore it. We tend to just highlight what our thoughts are and our emotions, but we don't know what our physical body wants. Like sometimes we may think feeling of hunger might be that we're hungry for food, but in fact it's because we're hungry for water, or we want water, we want something else. So it's a good thing to be mindful of your body and what your body requires. So that's why I wanted to do this too. I have a better connection with my physical body and understanding its needs. Or my needs. All right, you guys, thank you again for watching and for supporting. If you guys haven't caught the readings for the week, make sure you do. They're pretty good. This energy this week is pretty good. We just moved from Chiron into Aries, so it's woo! It's good energy for healing. Look up Chiron and Aries so that you could understand the stuff that's going to be brought to the surface. And then, of course, look up your Chiron placement in your chart as well and see what you need to work with, okay? All right, you guys, thank you again. Love you. Bye-bye.